You know what the hardest part about doing this is?
What?
Starting it. I never know what to say. And it sounds so easy to do. Like in the very beginning, like
We always do it pretty well normally.
no, I feel like I do it bad.
You do it almost the exact same
Yeah,
every single episode.
yeah, I know because I don't know what else to say.
And we're back. You say that every single episode.
Yeah,
It feels weird that you didn't say it.
well, everybody needs a catchphrase, I guess. So,
Well, we had 4th of July come around.
how was your fourth? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I went to a party at a friend's house
Mm-hmm.
and had a good time. I got off work and drove there. So I was like super tired from work, but I had a good time either way.
Yeah.
And then last night on the 6th, we had a family get together for 4th of July. That was a lot of fun. Bunch of good food, bunch of good people. It was a good time.
Awesome.
Watched Canton bust his head. That was kind of funny, a little bit.
Howie.
I want to say it was kind of funny, but at the same time, I could tell it actually hurt. So I was like,
I'm willing to guess it's during the kickball slip inside.
yes.
Yeah.
He kicked it, was trying to just go to first.
Well,
Completely ripped it.
that I don't know. That game is dangerous.
You're telling me.
So,
I'm surprised he got out there. If I was your guys' age, I wouldn't.
we're
Me at my age, I'm like, ugh.
we're older. We're not dead. we still got some shit.
Did you do anything 4th of July?
Not a damn thing. Tried to sleep. That didn't work out real well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love fireworks whenever I'm shooting them off. I do not love them whenever everybody else is shooting them off and I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, made it through. So
It makes me really skittish. Like, I jump a lot.
really,
Yeah, I don't know if it's the PTSD or what, but like every time one will go off, I'm not expecting it. I'll like full on jerk.
yeah, but you gotta go somewhere to get PTSD. Like it don't just show up like FedEx stuff. Um, I don't know. I mean,
You don't know my life.
I didn't really celebrate the 4th this year. It is a good holiday though. Like I do like it. Just I know I was asked to go to uh, the first party that you went to. I low key wanted to, but
You just said low key. That's probably the weirdest part of that.
yeah.
Okay.
But I also didn't want to be the oldest motherfucker at the party.
You would have been.
Yeah, for sure.
I think your age doubles anybody that was there.
Yeah, so especially in like y'all's age group, because like even though I didn't buy any of it, I'm the only one there that could have. So I'm the one that goes to jail.
That's not true. That's not true. There were a couple.
Yeah, a couple that are faster than me. Like they're gonna outrun me.
I was meaning those of age.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, they're gonna outrun.
Cops show up, we take off running.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fuck, I'm out of breath before I get out of the front yard. So
Yeah, checks out.
yeah. So
What's probably the weirdest slang that my generation has?
the weird. Oh my god.
Well, what brought this idea up? Somebody at work the other day
Uh,
said that slang from your generation that you explained to me a few episodes back
mhm,
of laying the Mac down.
yeah.
Someone said that, and I thought that was hilarious because I finally understood it. And all I thought about was
It was
this
a thing.
conversation we had on the podcast.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Laying the Mac down on her.
It was a thing. I don't know. Your guys' weirdest thing. It took me a minute to wrap my head around the cap, no cap.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That one still doesn't make sense.
I know.
Like, I understand it, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like I understand, but I don't know why you're using the word cap. Like,
I don't know.
are we talking about cap locks? Are we talking about cap on your head?
Well, every time that someone talks about it, like in text,
Mhm.
they'll put like the cap emoji where it's a blue baseball cap. So I don't know why that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or like something I'll see will be like the real big girl that's always on TikTok that says, "Oh my gosh, I ordered a salad. I don't know why they gave me a ham and cheese sandwich." And then the whole comment section is just that blue baseball cap through the whole of it.
Yeah.
Like, Cap, she lying.
I, I will say that I think your guys' generation is really funny. I don't know how much TikTok helps with that, but like I'm like dying laughing at these videos on there. Like, there's something wrong with my legs. Whenever this one goes like this, and then go like this, and I end up over here.
I end up at the liquor store.
Yeah, it ends up being like a Taco Bell or whatever, that they like. But I laugh my ass off every time I see one.
A couple of my friends just did one of those recently. I'm not going to name names, but I've seen it and I was like, that is hilarious.
I love good TikTok. Yeah, they're still banning it or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny. It's like our version of Vine because we got the last little taste of Vine.
Yeah.
We didn't get the entirety of it, so we got to do what we can. Here.
Vine was awesome.
Vine was amazing.
But overall, it was a good holiday. Now I think we get a break until Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I can't think of any other holidays.
Thank God.
Well, yeah, November, October. No, October, November. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know. There might be a Labor Day or something in there.
Probably.
I think that's towards the end. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm on low energy today.
Yeah, I'm a little on the low energy side too.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of that has to do because I was watching The Acolyte, the Star Wars thing, and it just kind of sucked all the joy and hope I had for the world out of me.
The clients at work started watching it, and they're like obsessed with it. They love it so good, and then half the time I hear that it's absolutely awful.
Well,
like from you,
it's not. And yet we're leaning nerd heavy this episode. I can tell you that now because we kind of. It's a good thing we don't have video anymore. Like we stopped doing that.
Yeah,
because neither one of us would ever get laid if they saw all this shit up here.
We've got Star Wars, Funko Pops, Marvel.
Yeah, bobbleheads, like
we have a lightsaber lamp on the corner.
Yeah, like you ain't ever getting a stepmom, I'm telling you now.
Well, thankfully this room's kind of away from the most of the house, so
yeah,
I can play it safe for the most part.
Podcast / room of shame.
Yeah.
I got a Bud Light refrigerator though, so I mean.
Well, I got Yoo-hoo boxes.
I swear to God, like some girl ever comes up here and sees your Yoo-hoo box. Oh, how old's the little guy?
Actually, it's me.
He's 19, almost 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched all the episodes of The Acolyte, up to where they have it, and it's not that it's not a bad story. Not all the actors are bad. The main Jedi dude, he's good. He actually played in the Hunger Games, or not Hunger Games, Squid Games.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he was like the main guy in that.
I've seen.
You've seen Squid Games?
Yeah, I've seen the character in Acolyte too.
Yeah,
they're the same.
Soul, I think is his name. Anyway, he's good. The guy that's a Sith but not a Sith, like he's good.
Yeah,
like I really like him. The fighting is actually fairly good.
That's one thing they can't really mess up on.
Oh no, they can. I've seen it. Like what was well, there was the newest movies, with Rey and Kylo Ren and all that.
Yeah,
their lightsaber duels or whatever look like just, I don't know, two angry kids just hitting each other with sticks.
You know what's kind of bad of me is like a huge Star Wars fan. I have not seen the two newest movies. Like episode, what would that be, 9 and 10? Or 8 and 9?
Are you talking about like the
episodes?
The Last Jedi?
Yeah. Or the Rise of Skywalker or whatever it was.
Like we might seriously have to like take your nerd card.
I completely lost hope. Like it's just
It's not a matter like so like
I've
whenever
attempted to watch both of them, but I got tired and I got bored.
whenever you're like a Star Wars fan, and that's why they can keep on. That's why they get to keep on making shit products,
Yeah.
is because no matter what, we're still going to consume it. Like
Well, see, I'm a high quality Star Wars aficionado. I'm not going to consume the shitty content.
you're not an aficionado if you don't like. I can make a movie reference. You be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta wade through the shit. But
They just
that
lost me so bad at Force Awakens. It was hard.
well, I mean, you're not wrong for doing it that way because if everybody did it that way, they would stop making stupid shit.
Yeah.
But like they're talking about the Acolyte, like breaking streaming records. It's like because everybody wants to look at how trash it is,
Yeah.
and they can make whatever they want and do whatever they want because we'll still watch it, even though it's bad. We'll still watch it.
I'm
Like,
starting to feel some Star Wars guilt here, and I want to watch them now.
dude, I had to rewatch The Mandalorian to make myself feel better about Star Wars. So
Every time I do that, I go back and watch Revenge of the Sith.
no, like I mean, I'll give you a spoiler on it.
Spoiler, everybody else too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, anybody that's listening to this ain't watching fucking Acolyte. I'll tell you that. but I don't know if it's gonna piss you off like it pissed me off. But one of them had a lightsaber that was also a fucking whip.
A lightsaber whip?
A lightsaber whip.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What color was it?
like an off purple. Like
What?
yeah, like they're so the lightsaber colors don't mean anything anymore. Um, blue was for Jedi Knight. Green was God, I cannot remember green, and yellow was for the Sentinel, Jedi Sentinel. So I mean, the
And then
colors mean
purple was for like the most high intellectual or something, or
no,
ones that rode the line between.
no. Purple was like a more like a legendary kind of off.
Really?
Oh yeah, off the beaten path.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that was something that's like made it special. And then of course, all the Sith had red,
Yeah.
you know.
Or like
But
orange.
yeah, but I mean there are different, so they get their color from the crystals, and there are specialty crystals that you can find that will change the color of your lightsaber
Yeah.
and gives it different properties and stuff. Which I mean we can't we'll go too far into nerdom right there if we keep on going with that. But um but now, like now they're just making lightsabers, like, well, why is that color lightsaber like that? Oh, because I think it's pretty, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I seen an orange one, I seen this one, like there's like a light purple one that's a fucking whip. I'm okay, and I thought it was awful risky of them because I thought like this show was like all woke and everything because it is, but
Okay.
the one that they still spoiler, but I mean the spoil was that it's a shit show, but the one that has the whip is a Jedi, so they're like the galaxy like police force, military force, right?
Okay.
She's also bald,
Okay.
and she's using a lightsaber whip on uh kind of yeah, like it's not really good look.
I feel like everybody doesn't know what you're talking about. But,
It's very racist, is what I
okay.
thought.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, like it was a racist look.
Yeah.
You got the whole skinhead motif. You got the military uniforms, like
Yeah.
and they're her weapon is a whip that helps her oppress people.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, if we're gonna go woke, I mean, you would think maybe,
Yeah.
possibly, you know.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, you can watch like And that's the thing is that like if it was actually done well, it would have been really fucking good. I mean, George Lucas never would have allowed a fucking whip, but
Yeah.
the story itself would actually have been good.
Hmm.
It's a shame. So,
Well, I need to watch it.
yeah.
I know I said that last week, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard.
Big Bang Theory got in the way.
Yeah. Well,
Like, I love Big Bang Theory.
You gotta take a break on Big Bang, you know?
Well, I'm almost done rewatching the show. I made it to season 10. There's only 12.
Yeah, but you said rewatch?
Yeah.
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 I can't do two shows at once. Like if I start to watch a second show while I'm watching another one, I'll give up on the one I paused. I'll completely give up and not watch it anymore.
Well, maybe you don't have as many commitment issues as I thought.
Well, that's why I quit. You just get your laugh out here. um, whenever I paused to watch X-Men 97, I didn't watch a single episode of Big Bang Theory while I was doing that. I watched X-Men 97 until I was done with it and then went back to Big Bang Theory. I have to completely finish what I start whenever it comes to shows because unless it's really, really bad, then I will not finish it.
Yeah.
Like Lucifer, didn't finish it because the last two seasons were absolute shit. They were so bad, so I didn't finish it.
They got pretty slow.
I just didn't. I watched the first episode of each season and couldn't do it.
It's kind of like a Blacklist. I don't know if you ever watched it, but
What's it?
Blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a really good show whenever it first came out, and then you start getting into the later seasons. You're like, oh shit. And the COVID season was the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they were still trying to do it, but they were still having to stay separated. So like they're in the same room, but you can tell that they're not in the same room.
Yeah.
You know, like this guy came in and done his part, and then he left, and then the other one comes in and does his part. It's all like, okay. So,
Hey, they did what they could with the time they had.
yeah, COVID. So glad that shit's over.
Me too. The whole Deadpool versus Wolverine comes out in 19 days.
Yeah.
I've been counting days. I'm so excited for it. And then the new Stranger Things season should come out, I think, this time next year. And then also next year, around Christmas time, GTA 6 will be out.
You know, I think that's a really good show, the Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But I think they just pause too long in between them.
They do.
You know, it's like it's a show about kids and they're in their 20s now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like how are you gonna? You can't roll that back.
Well, I mean, in the show it progresses years and years and years.
Yeah, but
It's not like a one continuous story.
I don't know. It just, you know, well, it's like the boys thing. Like Starlight. Like she looked like this, and then in between seasons and all that shit comes back, and she's had all that plastic surgery and shit. And it's all like,
She looks disgusting now.
I mean,
She used to be like top notch, hottest chick alive. And then between seasons, she became not even on the list anymore.
I mean, I'd still hit. That ain't saying a lot, though.
I literally wouldn't. I think she is so unattractive now. She looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
I don't know. That's a little harsh. I thought, but
No,
I mean,
she looks disgusting.
I'm not going that far. I'm saying she looked better before, for sure.
Well, I'm going to stand on my bullshit either way, so.
Nah, go ahead. Like, what do you kids say? Stand on business? Is that right?
Yeah, stand on business.
Yeah. Um, I'm almost done trying to learn new slang.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna give up. Like I'm gonna stick with like dude and homie.
I learned, but I use almost none of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
I started using type shit a lot.
but
That was because of clients at work were using it, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Like, it's a really good one-liner for like random situations.
yeah,
So I use it a lot now.
yeah, but I mean, really, we're not the slang speaking type, really.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we were out amongst people
Yeah.
like we should be, then we probably would.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
Like if we went to like a convention or something.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't stay at home watching Big Bang Theory and Star Wars movies, then, we probably would be able to navigate the social norms a little better.
Hey, I go to Kansas a few times a week.
For work.
Yeah, I still do it. Type shit.
Oh, man. God, I wish I was in that. Because, I go to work a few times a week.
It's
It's good shit,
the
man.
money sucks, but it's a good like lifestyle. I'm enjoying it. Like I
Yeah.
don't have so much money that I can't go out and make so many mistakes, but I have enough money I can still have fun, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at least getting too much rush to. I mean, eventually you'll have to fucking hit the grind like real hard,
Yeah.
5 days a week kind of shit. But I mean, until you have to. I mean, I wouldn't.
Fuck around and find out.
I have to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'd go crazy if I was only working like 3 days a week. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Or four, but yeah.
4 days, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you got like 2 weekdays and then 2 days on a weekend or some shit.
Yeah, it changes a lot, but yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I would do with all that time. Like,
Watch Big Bang Theory.
you would think I'd be more productive.
And bug your dad when he's home. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Push the dog off onto him.
Jamie was asking me about working on that 4-wheeler that I got out there by the garage.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I would, but I got this green Mustang in my way. So once that's gone,
Yeah.
oh shit, too many projects, too much TV. Right now, I've got the it's hot excuse. So
Yeah, that's my excuse for almost everything right now.
that I just, to be honest, I just don't feel well. Like I feel old.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're not going to stop.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have hit up the doctor or something because I don't think I should feel that old already.
I mean, you've been taking that B12 still?
No, I haven't been taking the B12. But, I mean, that's more like an energy thing, but it's like a pop, like.
I was told recently that B12 influences your ability to remember. Like, it's really good for memory.
No,
I heard that recently.
my memory's still like a trap.
My memory is so bad.
Oh, well.
I'm going to have dementia by your age.
Well, yeah. No, I just found myself, because I was working down in Arkansas the other day, and I found myself making some like old man noises.
Yeah.
Well, like I wanted to do something, and just out of nowhere, just go. I go. I'm like, fuck that come from?
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because like there was this like 4x4 like sticking up and it was stuck, and I'm like, oh, I got to move that, right?
Yeah.
So I grab it like I normally would, especially in my younger days. You just pull it up out of there, throw it off to the side, and I heard a pull on it. I'm like, some weird fucking noise.
Yeah.
I'm like struggling to pull this out, and it's not stuck in there. Like it should just come right out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the, and in my
I ain't
head,
got it no more.
oh, in my head, I'm like downgrading myself so bad, like you fucking pussy, you just this, that, and the other, and you're old and you ain't what you used to be. And then I finally get it out, and it's a 4x4, but it's set in concrete.
Yeah.
So I had this big concrete basin. So I didn't feel so bad after that. I was like, I got a little time left.
The math is mathing out.
Yeah. Like I didn't see that. So So yeah, I was like, okay, I got a little bit. But
What do you think about our phones like listening to us?
um, I hate it. Shall remember what we were talking about just last night, but I went to Judy's this morning, and I usually sit there and read Facebook while I'm eating breakfast. I read Facebook, I don't know, 2 times a week, once on Saturday morning, once on Sunday morning,
Yeah,
and
I'm on Facebook a lot.
yeah, I'm not ever really on there, and like everything we talked about last night that could be commercialized was on there.
Yeah.
I'm all like, you gotta be shitting me, like fuck, like stop, like because like we talk about stuff that we dislike, and now they're trying to sell it to me.
Yeah.
I'm all like, I don't know. I mean, I honestly think that that sets a bad precedence for everything that we have to look forward to in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has nothing to do with personalization. It's just, how can we take advantage of the everyday person?
Yeah.
And that's all it is just, corporate commercialized shit, the number one, like, most sought after thing anymore is data. Just your personalized info and mine, what we like, where we shop, what we buy, like they don't give a shit about, our credit card number or social security or anything like that because we're going to give it to them freely.
Yeah.
Like, because we're going to buy whatever shit they peddle to us. But I mean, you got to really think about how far it goes. And like the 4th of July and everything, it's like, our Independence Day, our freedom as a country. And we've given up so much of our freedom for convenience.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I mean, I don't like that they listen to us either. But I mean, if we cared about it enough, we wouldn't let it. But obviously, we don't care about it enough, so we let it.
Oh no, we're too distracted by everything else that they give us to be distracted about.
Like what?
I mean, we had a big internet conspiracy on the Hoptua girl being a teacher. Like I seen the stories of that in Facebook articles and clips, and that she was a preschool teacher and she got fired because of a Hoptua video. And
Yeah.
no, she ain't a fucking teacher. She ain't a bartender.
Yeah.
Like she did an interview and she worked in a spring factory, which I don't know what factory that is. I'm just saying, springs ain't that bad. You know, Might have to switch up my profession.
A spring factory.
Yeah. Like it and play. Here I go.
Yeah, I guess so. Fuck.
No, but yeah, I mean, for me, that's a whole, like, it's like a conspiracy theory, but like one that they flaunt in our face that is true. We are listening, and like there's things now like with like the Ring cameras and Blink and all that.
Yeah.
And you like have them set up. You got the doorbell, you got the outside cameras, you can have the inside cameras, stuff like that, and police can access those videos.
Yeah.
Like they can look and see what's going on inside your house, and we done it to ourselves.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't mind having the cameras in our house because, I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not doing anything, so it don't matter. And on the odd occasion where I'm walking through the house naked, fuck them.
Yeah, I hope you don't.
Wait, damn it. You sleep real hard, so I just kind of like walk around the house sometimes.
Ugh. You don't know my sleep schedule.
No, I do not. I don't. That's not a schedule. That's just like I can't go no more, and then you just fall over.
That is not true.
Uh-huh.
I have a very strict sleep schedule.
Really?
Yes.
How strict is 2 a.m?
That's my sleep schedule. I work nights. I don't know what you're bitching about. I don't get home until 1.
Well, it's not the going to sleep, it's the waking up.
I wake up at a decent time for the time I go to sleep.
Well, I mean, you did wake up early this morning.
Yeah, because I'm fixing my sleep schedule.
Yeah. But
Because they screwed my hours. Now I have to get moved around.
but you left me the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you already got her out before I woke up, so I was like, well, you must be happy with it.
Boy. Like,
So I went back upstairs and watched TikTok.
I can't leave her in the crate. You know,
Yeah.
whenever I get back, I'd feel too bad.
Oh, he does have a heart.
She's a good dog.
But what's the but?
She's also Sid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She stole a piece of pizza from the counter the other night.
That girl.
We had ordered Domino's and got 2 pizzas, and we left them on the counter because we would come back and get a couple or whatever. And my dog went chasing after Dad and jumped on the stove, took a piece, ran back, and ate it right in front of me. I was like, no. And she's like, oh, but Dad, I already got it in my mouth.
Yeah.
So I took it from her and I threw it away. And she was like, but I already got it. I was like, no, too damn bad.
Another heart.
It's a lesson.
Speaking of Domino's and whatnot,
Oh, we hungry?
yeah, but that ain't surprising. Not counting like local pizza places or anything like no Ross's or Mother Tucker's or anything like that, but just corporate pizza. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, shit like that.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Domino's.
Domino's.
Yes. Quickly and fastly Domino's.
I mean,
I think Pizza Hut's too saucy.
oh well, okay. So Domino's your one. What's 2?
Little Caesars.
Really over Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're all pretty good. Papa John's is at the bottom of my list. Papa John's is fucking nasty.
Really?
I do not stand on Papa John's.
Papa John's.
At least the one in Pittsburgh, Kansas, that one is ass.
Papa John's is like the Taco Bell of pizza places. Like,
It tries to be pizza, but it's still not. It tries to be Italian.
Like it's not something you ever really want,
Yeah.
but then you have that craving.
I have never craved Papa John's a single time in my
Well,
life.
yeah, then you probably were out of shit, Papa John's, because like sometimes their pizza's really good,
Yeah.
but but you know that you're mainly eating bread.
Yeah.
Like there's not a whole lot of toppings and sauce, and compared to the rest. God, we are a bunch of fucking nerds. Don't eat pizza.
But yeah, my list would go Domino's, Little Caesars, frozen pizza, and then the rest. The rest really don't matter. Pizza Hut's okay. It's too saucy, and they always put too much toppings on it. And the sauce is a big deal for me because I can't have very much red sauce. If I do, I have to take meds for it. And it's way too much sauce for a pizza.
Yeah.
Domino's got that perfect mixture. It's got just the right amount of toppings, just the perfect crust, perfect amount of cheese.
My favorite pizza at Domino's is their favorite. I think it's 4 cheese.
Yeah.
Add extra cheese. Yeah.
So like the not shit for a week express or
Yeah. Like you get a large 4 cheese pizza with extra cheese. That shit comes to you like a fucking lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I wouldn't be able to shit for months.
Yeah, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Like
Is it with red sauce or is it like an Alfredo or what is it?
I don't know if I ever made it to the sauce.
You said it's lasagna, so I'm assuming it's red.
It is red sauce.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never tried it with the Alfredo sauce. That'd be interesting.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna die so soon.
Yeah,
Just
your colon's gonna R.I.P. pretty damn quick.
just cholesterol right through the heart. Just
Yeah.
we're already pumping on like 2 valves anyway. Like, it's supposed to have 8.
I hope at the point in time that you do die, I hope it's like with a pile of breadsticks right next to you.
I hope it's a story at least.
Yeah.
Like, man, did you hear what this motherfucker did? Like, that's how
Yeah.
I want to go. But
I want like a really I don't want like a funny story. I want like a badass story. Like, whoa, he died? How? Like, oh, he had a heart attack, like with a bunch of hookers laying on. Like, I don't know, something like something impressive.
But I don't know, like the
Maybe not
hooker thing.
hookers, but you know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
hooker thing ain't really that impressive.
but like something impressive. Like he died trying to save his dog from a fire that his like psycho ex girlfriend started. You know, like something cool.
Why do I always get the crazy X?
I
Like, why you throwing that at me, man?
threw that at me.
I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I feel like I want to do the whole like peaceful and you know just slip away kind of deal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like yeah, like I mean, I'd be okay. Like how'd it go? Las Vegas hookers and bluff. Like, whatever. Still a story.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I
I
plan
hope I die in
on
my sleep.
being a huge pain in the ass to you and your brother.
I mean, you already are. I don't know what you're.
No, I mean like whenever I ain't got no money. I'm just like old and like, hey, come help me. Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot.
You're gonna inherit that bell,
Yeah,
that cowbell I got grandpa.
yeah. Because you're supposed to have a house with a little cabin in the backyard somewhere.
So looking at my track record, how things are going, I'm gonna be the cabin.
Okay, so maybe Jamie will build us 2 cabins.
I hope so.
One for you, one for me. Jamie, come on now.
Mine's slightly bigger, just so I can hold it above your head.
But he likes me better than you. Like, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I'm gonna get the nice one. I'm gonna have my own golf cart.
Our whole fucking audience likes you better than me.
I don't think that's true.
I've never heard a compliment about me. I've heard tons about you on
No,
this thing. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Screw you guys. You guys are assholes. I'm just kidding. Don't leave.
Nobody's ever gave me like bad feedback on you.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
Well, I mean, you want bad feedback?
Just feedback would be cool.
Oh.
Bad publicity is still publicity, you know.
Well, I mean, I am a shining beacon, It's hard to be talented and good looking like I am.
When did you discover these two things? Because I still have not found that out.
Since birth.
Did you just quote sketch?
Yeah, I did.
Since birth.
Since birth. What's up, brother?
What the
Yeah, I'm like, I thought the chair was falling. I thought my campout chair was about to fucking bust my ass to the floor.
Yeah, and your talent and good looks is what weighed it down.
Yeah. Me, it was, the chair has to support my weight plus all the weight of this show on my shoulders.
Yeah. All right, Big Deborah.
Yeah.
Little Debbie around here. You Big Deborah.
I do want one of those shirts.
Me too. I think they're so funny.
Yeah, so, shit. We were just talking about me dying.
I know, fingers crossed.
Where do we go from there? How can they reel this one back?
What is something I want in the will?
What is something you want in the will?
Everything. I don't know.
What?
I'm the only heir, so I get everything anyway.
I mean, I can give it to charity.
Shit. The only thing you're giving to charity is your colon for research.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where we were going with this. Like,
Yeah, Obesity epidemic.
Like if I was trying to pay off past debts or like what was
With the mafia.
yeah. No, like I don't know. If there was one thing I had that you wanted, what would it be?
Um, out of everything you own,
Hmm.
are we including farm or just stuff on this property?
Just stuff I have.
I would either say your harmonica or your banjo.
All right.
Because out of very few things I remember in my childhood, those two are very important to it.
Yeah. I got both of those things just because I was bored.
Well, that's not surprising me.
Yeah. Just I wasn't playing video games nearly as much. I wasn't watching movies as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just I don't know. I would just randomly learn stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna learn how to play the harmonica some. Hey, I'm learn how to play the banjo some. Then just get ADD and go on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How's any good American would?
well, I don't know about that. But, yeah, it's kind of cool though. I mean,
One of the few things I remember in my childhood that those are important ones.
yeah,
So, what you
yeah.
got on your little topic keys over there?
Well, you getting bored?
Well, I'm interested in what you wrote down.
Well, I don't know. You mixed them up.
I didn't touch nothing.
I thought you did.
No. What you got?
I don't know. What's your favorite kind of pickle?
Real smooth segue there, Pops.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of pickle?
What's your favorite kind of pickle?
Dill. I don't like any other kinds of pickles. I only like dill pickles. Um, what? Okay. So dill pickles and shape, you could say. Probably spear. I like a good spear.
I like the flat ones.
That's your track record.
Yeah, like the sandwich pickles.
Yeah.
I love those.
I know someone picked up on
You
that.
had them deep fried?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I do love deep fried pickles. But no, actually, what I got on here? Because you're a big music person,
Yes.
like you like it. Um, do you think listening to music while you're working is helpful or not?
Yes, I do. Because we kind of reviewed this before we started, and I was like, and then I changed my answer pretty quick because there are actual like studies that showed like just rhythmic background helps you with your day-to-day tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of keeps you a little out of your head and a little more focused on like the music instead of like how things feel. Like that's why most people listen to music while working out because they're not thinking about, oh my gosh, my legs hurt. They're thinking about it, but they're kind of distracted by the sound of music.
Yeah, I mean, I always listen to it for like motivation. Like,
Yeah, that's another thing.
I mean, I couldn't listen to Kenny G while I was working out.
But yes, I do think so.
Well,
I mean, studies prove it.
like to piggyback on that. So, like, what's the last good rock song that you've heard? Because rock and roll seems kind of dead.
I have like a new list I kind of started putting together. Lydia is really good. It's by Highly Suspect and Paralyzer by Finger 11. Those are my top two right now.
Finger 11 still around?
I mean, I don't know. I'm listening to them, so I don't know if it's. I don't know if that's a new
that was a name I didn't think I would hear.
again in your life.
Yeah,
Finger 11's pretty good.
yeah.
When did this Paralyzer song come out?
That a while ago.
2007. It's a really good song. I mean, I will admit it did get popularized through TikTok, but I enjoy it. It hasn't been popular for like 3 years. I still enjoy the song, so I still listen to it sometimes.
Yeah. There was one band, some with a dragon. I don't remember the name of them.
Imagine Dragons.
I don't think that was it.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
No, it was. They were on Rock Band, and like their song was really hard to play, and people like really liked playing it.
Okay.
But that's how they got popular.
What's the rock band?
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
funny.
mean, I'm sure the people that, like listen to rock daily,
Yeah.
knew who they were, but like to the mass audience, like it came through,
Yeah.
well, I guess, like white suburbia or whatever. That's whenever it became like nationwide popular. I cannot remember their name though, because it was that long ago.
But it was Dragon something or something Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't Imagine Dragon, but
That's the only thing I can think of whenever I hear dragons with
Yeah.
bands. It's Imagine Dragons.
I know Brian's going to be like typing in all caps what the name of that band is.
Oh, I'm sure. I have no
Like,
doubt in my mind.
He knows it. I know he does.
He knows everything. He's our fact checker after post.
I ain't no shit. We need to hire him just for him to sit up here.
He's
And-
post podcast authenticator.
And whenever we say something, he's like, wrong. Shit.
Actually, the facts say.
Oh my God. He'd be hoarse from correcting us all the time. Like, man, y'all don't study none of this shit, do you?
Yeah.
Nah, we sure don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I'm going blank here on our next thing.
Did you play a lot of PS2 games?
Yeah.
Do you remember your favorite? Strictly PS2.
Shoo. Was that? Nah, the Splinter Cell was Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Well, Splinter Cell did. They were involved with Call of Duty, which was on both also. But yeah.
Yeah. Man, there was. I don't know. I played so many.
Well, my favorite was SpongeBob Save Bikini Bottom.
Oh, SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. That was probably my favorite one.
Say that again.
SOCOM U.S. Navy SEAls.
Was that like a Battlefield type game?
It was a single player game, but with an AI squad. And you could actually use your headset to talk to the AI squad and tell them where to go.
That's cool.
Yeah, and like tell them to get into a defensive position, to snipe, to attack, to retreat,
That's pretty ahead of its
move
time.
up, back up, flank left, flank right. Yeah, like it, and no other games do that now.
Maybe that's what they should do. They should reintegrate that system.
Well, with the AI that we have, yeah,
It'd be really good.
yeah. I mean, it would put you in like a captain kind of role. There was one other game that did it, and it was a clone trooper from Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was a squad based game with clone troopers. It was actually really fucking good. Like really fucking good. Yeah, I used to play games so much that people would call me, like my friends would call me and be like, "Hey, I'm on this and I can't get past. You just do this and that and the other." Yeah, like you're in which hall you in? This one? All right, like go 2 doors down, take a left.
Yeah.
All right. Turn around. There it is.
That's
Yeah.
how you know you play too many video games.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, back then I was good at them, but
Yeah.
hand-eye, reflex time, all that shit's gone down, so.
I bet if someone called me asking me questions about Borderlands 1, I could probably answer almost any question.
Yeah.
Because I remember that game very, very clearly.
That was a game I never got into, like Borderlands and all that.
I never got into 2 or 3 because I don't know, I just didn't like them. They were too complicated. But Borderlands 1, it was just so classic and simple. I love it. That game is one of my favorite games of all time.
We may have asked and answered this already, but what is your favorite game of all time?
Well, I'm going to have to go for Xbox 360 because that's my favorite console of all time.
Yeah.
So, favorite game was it? Man, the dog's loud. Um, I don't know. That's really hard. Borderlands 1 is very high up there. Um, what will be another one? The original Modern Warfare 3, like Call of Duty, was really, really good. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to say Borderlands 1 or Modern Warfare 3. Those are probably my top two at least. I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking of different games I've played now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if we're talking story, that's pretty high up there. And that God of War from like 2020 or
Yeah.
2021, that one is pretty high up there too. That story was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Ragnarok story.
Yeah, it was all right.
The original, or the one before that was really good.
Yeah.
Gears of War is really good too. Oh no, change it. Sorry, I just thought of it. Devil May Cry 3.
Really?
Oh my fuck, that game is so good.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go buy it after this.
Oh my god.
I'm being completely serious.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Devil May Cry 1 or 3 because I never played them sequentially.
Mm-hmm.
But 1 or 3 are my favorite game of all time. Yeah, Devil May Cry. Oh man, that just brought back so many memories. I haven't played that game in years. Game is so good. What is your favorite game of all time? It's got to be WoW.
No, I mean, my my favorite memories are on WoW. You know, like I had a lot of good memories and made a lot of connections, stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
a lot of things I'll never forget. But it didn't have much to do with the game as it did the people. My favorite game though of all time, Halo 2.
yeah,
Yeah, because that was like my first dive into online games, playing against, people that weren't my friends and we weren't sharing TVs.
yeah,
I mean, Halo, the original, will always have a place in my heart because of that. Like it was so different. Everybody bringing their TVs over and linking everything together.
yeah.
Yelling at everybody for fucking screen watching. Everybody done it and nobody done it at the same time. And Goldeneye was also a good one. Um, but it almost cost me my life because there was a few times that Canton gave me that look like he was going to kill me. So, because I was pretty good at that game. But yeah, Halo 2 would be my top one.
See, with your age being in factor, I figured you said like Pong or something. But
All right, that's hurtful, accurate, and hurtful.
yeah, that game is older than you.
I remember
Oh, wow.
playing a football game that you couldn't see the players. They were just slashes on the screen.
Yeah,
And the football was like the size of a period.
yeah,
And you didn't really know how to throw it. Like you got oh, I caught it.
yeah.
There's no running, there's no nothing. Like yeah, it was pretty bucked up. But yeah, I remember games that old.
While you were talking, I kind of like remembered.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Devil May Cry 1.
Oh,
I know we already been past it, but I was trying to figure it out which one.
yeah.
It was Devil May Cry 1. That one is a fantastic game.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people, like to hear about, other people playing video games and like how much they enjoy them and stuff. And they're like, what the fuck? Especially whenever I was growing up, it was kind of like a fucking loser,
Yeah.
And depending on how far into it you were, is like whether or not you got made fun of or not. Which I never really got made fun of for it, but it wasn't the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's nice seeing it be more accepted and stuff. I wish it hadn't gone as far as it has with the esports and
Yeah.
how much money it makes and how
I think the esports is so stupid.
Well, I still don't understand the Oh, like you guys, I didn't know anything about like stream watching,
Yeah.
and I still don't understand why people watch other people play video games. But the more I've seen of it, the more of the characters that you see, like these, you know, Queso is like my favorite one at the moment.
Yeah.
And, he's legitimately funny and he's not playing serious games.
Yeah.
But a lot of the humor comes from his community though. Like,
Yeah. With like his little Xbox message things that he gets.
yeah, or like, he's like playing a game and then like the character like falls through the floor for whatever
Yeah.
reason and everybody types, of course. So, but, yeah, his supermarket simulator, that one's a good one.
I don't think I've watched a full like queso video before.
I haven't
I've only
watched,
ever watched clips and stuff.
yeah, yeah, that's where a lot of his popularity comes. I mean, I don't think I could watch like a 2 hour stream of Paul Queso the entire time.
Well, I mean, he edits his streams down into YouTube videos,
Yeah, well,
and I've never watched any of it.
I know he does full streams, but
Yeah.
I don't think I could watch a full stream.
No, I definitely couldn't either.
But I don't think I could watch anybody's full stream. Like I know he ain't popular now, but like Disrespect had you know full streams and people would watch the entirety. And I'm like, I can't handle that.
Whenever I was really big into Tim the Tatman,
Yeah,
I used to watch his full streams, like
I
his whole 7 hour thing.
I could probably watch him.
I can't watch him anymore.
No, really.
Yeah, I don't. He forces everything so much.
Well,
Like all his jokes, or he's like a "What's up, guys?" YouTuber now. I can't get behind it anymore.
Yeah,
Used to just be a down to earth, like, all right, we're gonna play some games, let's get to it, kind of thing.
yeah.
And yeah,
Well, they got to do some of that, because I mean, they are like living off of um, their content that they're making and stuff, and their subscribers and shit like that. And one of them did a reset, so it basically wipes all your subs,
hmm,
and I mean, you get them all back and everything, but it basically takes out all the dead accounts, because you can have a million subs, and then they do that wipe, and then now you're down to 750,000, and that drastically will change your paycheck. So
because there's like people on my YouTube account. I've been using the same YouTube account for like streaming stuff
yeah,
for the past like 9 years,
mm,
long time. And there's people that I subscribed to 9 years ago that I'm still subscribed to, but I have not watched a video of theirs in years and years.
yeah,
And I feel like if they did that, that'd be a little better because dead accounts is different. I use the same account. I watch almost nobody I'm subscribed to.
yeah.
I'm subscribed to like 50 different accounts, and I watch maybe 4 of them.
Well, I don't know. It's a way that I mean, whenever like they first started streaming and stuff, it was pretty free. Like everybody's just being who they are or who they want to be,
Yeah.
and just having a good time. And then we start getting like corporate involved and money involved and shit, and then they inevitably have to change. I mean, not that it's anything we ever have to worry about. Um, but like if there all of a sudden became an interest in this you and me bullshitting back and forth,
Yeah.
and we start making money off of it, and there's commercials and shit like that. I mean, it would change some things.
Yeah.
I think some for the better. I mean, if we didn't have to, work regular jobs, and we actually would have to like research shit and um, actually produce it well.
Yeah.
Like the sound would be on point, and there'd be graphics and videos and all kinds of shit. But
With that being said, like,
no,
well, no, I was about making money thing. If any small businesses want to, yeah, I know.
yeah.
Well, if like a local business is like, ah, man, no one listens to my stuff. Like maybe these 20 people will.
Well, I mean,
Like some random like fucking lemonade stand or whatever. Like, man, nobody drives by. There's these 20 people, Mike.
Well, yeah. I mean, like helping support a local business or something like that is one thing. Like that's a great thing to do. But
Yeah.
like
I don't think we have the audience to actually make a difference. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, hey, like our 20, 30 people might listen.
on a small business, I mean, 20, 30 people would make a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's just for a week, I mean, I mean, it brings more foot traffic, and then maybe that one time they go, they end up going a second time, and only half of them do that, and a quarter does, the third time. But
Yeah.
it's more business. I would love to actually get to that point to where you could, kind of help and give back, but I'm still just considering this like us bullshitting and recording it for something for you to listen to whenever I'm gone,
Yeah.
And
I think that's basically all it is.
I know we need to do a funeral episode one of these times.
A female episode?
No, a funeral.
Oh, a funeral episode.
Yeah, where that way I can just say all the shit I want to everybody that after I'm dead, you can just play that episode. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Like record it.
Especially fuck you.
Like record it and not post it until you die, and then I'll post it.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah, like open casket and everything. Like,
oh fuck.
Oh yeah, I got like speaker set up and everything, and yeah,
I would be okay with doing that.
Yeah.
Even if it was fuck you to everybody, like even me, I would be okay with playing it. I think that'd be hilarious. Remember that?
I mean, luckily in my life, I don't have very many fuck yous. Like people that I don't like. There's 5.
Yeah.
Like 5 people in this world that I genuinely do not like. And
I hold grudges really easily, so I have more than that.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Like, I mean, they have to really earn the grudge. Like, I mean, I've had people that, like, gotten money from me, or took this item or that item, or fucked me over in this way. I don't hold a grudge to them, because sometimes people are people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones that I'm like, no, I do not like these people.
Yeah.
They earned it, all of them.
I think I know all 5, but of course we're not going to name drop. But,
no, of course we're not going to name names, but I mean those 5. I mean, and if any of the 5 ever for whatever reason listen to this, they'd be like, ah, shit, I'm one of. I don't know if I'm number 2 or 3, but I'm one of them.
And there's going to be 10, 15 that think that they're one of those 5 too.
Yeah, which is a weird thing, like.
Because everybody has hidden guilt that they're like, or everybody that does bad things, they're like, oh my gosh, they must be talking bad about me because I did this one thing.
No, yeah, I mean, like, there's no way for me to really give an example of what level you'd have to be at to get on my 5 list.
Yeah.
And as I get older, it'll end up going to 6 or 7. It'll happen. But I mean, pretty much if I interact with you in any way, you're not on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a couple that are like, oh, he's talking about me. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, if we've talked in the last 6 to 8 months, you're not on the list.
Well, do you have anything else for this episode?
I think I think we should bring back dueling to settle disagreements.
Like Wild West dueling or like medieval dueling?
Dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever is pissed off enough to want to duel, I think should get to pick. So, if you were mad enough to duel somebody, how would you duel them? Pistols, swords.
Me? How I would?
Yeah. Car race to the end of the cliff.
Man, I would go with boxing. I'm really not like, I'm obviously not the most physical guy, but like, that's one thing that I'm pretty confident myself in.
Yeah.
So I can hold myself pretty damn good in a fight. So I think if I was to duel with somebody, like an enemy or whatever, it'd probably be a boxing match.
Well,
not UFC, not nothing has to be by the rules. Boxing match.
Well, I mean, to me, that's not really a duel.
Well, it's not until one passes out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really what I think of when I think of duel.
Well, like a 1v1 battle to eventual death is what I consider a duel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't see boxing in that.
Bare knuckle boxing. I don't know what you're confused about.
Well, I mean, that's just a fight.
Okay.
I mean, you do it your way.
I wouldn't want to do it with a weapon, is what I'm getting at. Like, if I was at the point where I was like, okay, I want you dead, I would want it to be bare hands. I wouldn't want it to be with a weapon. Like, I want it to be an even fight here.
Why does that seem more wrong than, like, with pistols? That seems a little more intimate, I guess.
Well, if it's like I am so unbelievably angry that I could kill you.
Use my bare hands.
Well, if it's that much of a personal situation, you sure you want it to just be like, I'm gonna just squeeze my finger.
I want to feel your last pulse as my fingers are around your neck.
Well, I guess I'm painting myself in a bad image here.
No, it's not a bad image. I mean,
from what you're saying, it doesn't sound like a good one.
Well,
you said dealer's choice. I chose.
I know, and it's just not as gentlemanly as I thought you would go. I thought you'd be all like, "Oh yes, we're going to dual pistols at 20 paces."
No, like whenever I think of like someone pisses me off so bad that I want them dead.
Yeah,
it would have to be like they killed my family, or like they burnt down my house, or something unbelievably personal and life changing.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not gonna.
I'm not gonna fight somebody because they dented my car,
Yeah, but like dueling back in the day wasn't about like revenge and shit. It was like, you sullied my name, or some shit, Like,
well, that's something stupid to kill each other for.
We disagree on this topic, so let's shoot each other. Like,
I think that's something stupid to duel about.
I don't remember the president's name, but he'd been in like 2 duels, like with pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's the guy that was leading our country, huh?
Well, hey, he won. So,
well,
if he was in 2, he was able to talk about it later.
Well, considering that most of our founding fathers were in their 20s.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, fun fact I learned.
Yeah.
Like what we call, like what does John Hancock mean whenever you say the name?
I just think of his signature.
Exactly. The reason that we associate John Hancock with a signature is because his signature was the biggest on the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, because he wrote his name slightly bigger than everybody else.
Yeah, I think that, because I mean, like the founding fathers were like in their 20s and shit. I think that was just them giving him shit, Like, to me, that's really, like, oh, he had to sign it bigger than everybody else, like, oh, better do the old John Hancock here.
From the way I understood it, John Hancock did it to piss everybody off, because there was only a certain amount of area you had to write everybody's signatures in, so he took up as much space as he could without getting in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. Ben Franklin was like the oldest one on there, and he was 45.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like it is nuts. Like whenever you really think about it.
Well, most people didn't live that long at that time. Like the
Well,
average life expectancy was like 45 or like 50.
yeah. I mean, I understand that you die soon, but I mean, how I mean, 20 years on Earth is still 20 years on Earth.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you had to be a little more mature, a little quicker back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still you're a 20-year-old,
Yeah.
and you're like, you know what? We're gonna make a country.
Back it.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, over taxes of all things, and then look at us now with our taxes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we went from um like the whole Boston Tea Party because they wanted to add tax to tea,
Yeah,
like a very small tax, and now we just let it just go up and just go up, and no one does a single thing about it
yeah,
because it was a massacre because they added tax to tea, and now if they want to add 20 cents to fucking anything, we're like, whatever.
well, the reason that they added the tax was because Britain had already fought the Southern War, and they were trying to, recoup and rebuild. So they were going to put a temporary tax on the tea and other goods.
Yeah.
And we're just like, nah,
Yeah.
nah, I don't think so. And I mean, I I kind of wish that spirit was still around, because we can't agree on shit.
I just realized a minute ago I said it was a massacre. It was not a massacre. I didn't mean to say that.
We're canceled already, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
whatever.
Everybody's already tuned out anyway. Like,
Well, I mean, we're above our time area here.
wait, there you are with the time again. It's like the first episode all over again.
Get used to it.
Got a fucking stopwatch over there.
We're on 27 episodes, so
Yeah.
27 weeks of doing this. Better start getting used to it.
Do you think this is weird?
So we do a podcast.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good like small talk conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, if I couldn't use it in small talk, I probably would not do this anymore.
I think
It's something cool to brag about.
yeah, it is fun. Like I kind of laugh a little bit whenever we're like, "Hey, are you guys still doing that?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah," and they're all like, "Really?" Like just shocked, but
Yeah.
like, you committed to something? Like, I mean, I really didn't think we were going to go past 3 months.
Yeah. Now we're on to 7.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So we started on New Year's,
yeah, we did, didn't we?
December 31st.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
So now we're on 7 months and 7 days.
Yeah, I remember when we were trying to figure out how to do this, or what it was more of a what can we do together thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I really want to go back and listen. I know I said this like the past 3 episodes, but I still want to go back and re-listen to our first episode.
Yeah,
So I still keep putting it off and haven't done it. And I just want to, just to see how far we've come with it.
I
Like
do.
quality.
I do miss the conspiracy theories and shit.
Yeah, we talked about all of them. I mean,
Dude, we ain't even close.
we've talked about a lot of them.
Man, there's new ones that pop up every day.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You
Maybe we
know?
need to go back and watch Shane Dawson's series.
Well, no, I mean even like the Facebook and shit listening to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore because they admitted to it.
well, yeah,
Now it's
but
just truth.
what? It's like the alien thing, right?
Yeah.
And I know I've talked about this at length several times,
Yes.
but I mean the government's telling you that like, hey, yeah, this is it,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, if they're comfortable telling everybody what this is, what the fuck are they not telling you?
Yeah.
Like, I
It's
mean,
gotta be some pretty fucked up shit,
yeah, I mean, if you go by some of the facial cues that fucking Biden had, I think he may have already done been swapped.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's like just like because before, I mean, you were a kook and a nut. If you ever brought up UFOs and stuff like that, they'd lock you up, put you in a padded room, and all that. And then now they're like, oh, yeah, those things that we put a bunch of people in jail for, and like crazy homes, and
Yeah.
give them medicine for no reason. Yeah, those are real.
And no one's even talking about it.
Yeah, and like we're legalizing pot everywhere. I mean, we're not really going to let these people out that we put in jail, but I mean, we kind of are, but we're kind of not.
Yeah.
It just it it bothers me on the double standard that like the government seems to have, like being a loan shark, right? Is illegal.
Yeah.
Like you cannot take your personal money. I can't take my personal money, give it to you, and then charge you an exorbitant interest rate.
Yeah.
Right. And I can't because it's just me as an individual doing that to you. And loan sharks were like notorious for like breaking your legs and shit whenever you weren't, getting paid back and stuff. Is unregulated. The guy could do whatever he wanted to, right? So we can't do that, like as individuals. But if you want to get a building and pay some taxes and name it Quick Cash,
Yeah.
then you can legally be a loan shark.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Is this is the same business model as this one guy. Outside of the leg breaking, they do leg breaking in a more suitable way. Like they do all kinds of shit to you. Never do like one of those like quick cash things. Like don't ever do that. Like the interest rate alone will eat you up. Like you cannot pay it back fast enough.
Yeah.
But that's perfectly legal. You know. It's like I don't know. There's too many examples for me to go into, and some of them are probably not like a good topic to talk about either. But yeah, I don't know. I hate that shit.
Well, they're gonna fuck us either way, so might as well accept it.
But I think probably the most important topic that we need to talk about right now is what are we eating
For Din Din?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well, it is 8:32. That means that's probably gonna be another Taco Bell night.
Okay, but I'm not going this time.
Please?
I don't want to go.
Do I look like I want to go?
So Judy's?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
See, women take notes. It's not that hard.
Oh my god. Yeah. Where do you want to go? Wait, I don't care. Oh my god.
How about this place? No.
Yeah.
How about this place? No.
Oh, cool. We'll go to Taco Bell. I don't like Taco Bell. Oh, okay. McDonald's? Nah, too greasy.
Yeah.
I have to figure out what you want. Like, this is ridiculous. So, but anyway, I think that is all for us because I hungry and he hungry.
That'd be my big fat ass.
And neither one of us want to drive very far. So, Judy's it is. See y'all next time.